been tattooing for 6 years, and I've been working at Bone and Blossom for a little over a year. I've always loved art. I've always been drawing, even as a child. And when I learned that you can make your art permanent on someone, I was super interested in that. And then what inspired me to actually become a tattoo artist is I didn't want it to be something that I thought for my whole life, what if I did that? So eventually, when I was in my early 20s, I just decided to go for it, and I never looked back. I specialize in neo-traditional, floral, and watercolor tattoos, but I really do any style. What drew me to neo-traditional and floral tattoos is I just love nature in general, and a lot of those are nature inspired, which is really fun. And what drew me to watercolor is it's just very painterly, it's a fun time. I feel less like I'm tattooing and more like I'm just painting, and I really enjoy that. So I'm a self-taught artist. I never went to school for any art or anything, but again, I just spent a lot of time as a kid drawing, taking inspiration from the world around me, and that has absolutely influenced how I tattoo, because most of what I like to tattoo are plants, animals, and scenery. My favorite part of the tattooing process is when I finally get to wipe off my stencil with a little bit of soap and water and clearly see how my stencil has translated into the actual tattoo itself. I approach collaborating with my clients by I have them come in for a consultation. I get to meet them, they get to meet me, so we're comfortable with one another, and then we talk about their idea and how we can make it more tattooable. And it also just gives me an opportunity to kind of like learn a little about them. That way I can add like little things here and there that I think they might like in the tattoo that they don't necessarily ask for. And then we just go from there. A memorable tattoo experience that I've had with a client is I got to tattoo somebody's childhood teddy bear that their father had given them. And it was really cute. We made it look realistic, and we even put her father's signature underneath. And it was just really fun to be able to give her such like a touching tattoo. I stay inspired to continue to evolve as an artist by looking at other artists' work, whether it be tattoos or just art in general, and kind of thinking about how I can push myself to replicate it if I feel like it, and just spending a lot of time outside in nature looking at plants and trying to think of ways I can incorporate that into looking like a tattoo. What sets Bone and Blossom apart from other tattoo studios is it's just a really welcoming environment. You come in and you know people are smiling and exciting to see you. It's not an intimidating atmosphere, and I feel like it just makes it a lot easier for people to come in and like really ask for what they're looking for in a tattoo. So typically my creative process when starting a tattoo, I'll start by looking at a lot of reference photos of the subject material, and then once I have a good idea, I'll brainstorm a little bit and maybe do a couple of rough thumbnailing on my iPad, followed by a couple of rough sketches, and then eventually I'll line it out completely. Advice that I would give somebody considering getting their first tattoo is just to take your time. There's no rush, your skin's not going anywhere, and that way too you can really take the time to find an artist that's willing to work with you and make sure you get what you're looking for in the tattoo.